So we're half an hour away from closing here, and I just wanted to do a quick little update. It's amazing how much opportunity the day actually provided. So I left off down here at about 17 where price bounced off, essentially double bottom. You could even really see how that was just a great, support then resistance, or first resistance I should say, then support line, as I outlined earlier, that 17 level. From there, price took off. It's amazing how if I have this trend line just tracking price down, that I could have already had drawn in after this point, price bounces off beautifully right here, for a good 7-8 point move down. So if I was looking for trades from trend lines, I can do that. I personally don't like looking at these diagonal lines too much. I just find that there's so many different ways I can draw them. But if this was a 5-minute chart, the trend line would essentially look exactly the same. And I just wanted to highlight that once we do break above that trend line here on this 1-minute chart, we have that great breakout pullback trade that No Doji loves to point out, and it works beautiful here. Of course, the other amazing opportunity was this double top from that first high at about 39. That provided, let's see, that provided a good 6 or 7 points down, and that is the one thing that I'd always be looking to do. I would always be looking to take a reversal trade from some extreme point that happened hours earlier. As price comes down off of that, it's just interesting. I'm not even saying that this is something that I will be looking for, but essentially it stopped dropping right over here, which is this exact same level of the breakout. I believe No Doji pointed out that same thing as well. It must certainly make for a great trade in one of her setups. As I saw price coming back up again, this is kind of where the thinking is involved, I guess. They say that you shouldn't be thinking during the trading session. You should already know what to do. But just in this case, it's almost like, okay, so we bounced off of 39 twice. But on the second bounce, we've only made it as low as this. Now, doesn't mean we can't go up to here, 39, bounce off yet again, and now head all the way to the lower extreme at 17. But just the fact that we only made it this low would almost make me cautious to take a short. I'm sure that somewhere in here a short absolutely sets up on the 5-second chart. I could see 1, 2, 3, 4 1-minute bars that are refusing to go higher, but that are also refusing to go lower. And even if I so wanted to just draw a little trend line tracking this up, you see that there's no trend line broken or anything like that. So then when we break above, the last thing I'd be thinking of is buying that breakout. You'd want to wait for some sort of a retrace to at least test this resistance level as support from the bottom. But if I just start tracking these swing lows, often in a trend, I've noted that the swing lows on the 1-minute chart are never penetrated. If anything, it's almost good to put in your orders to go long, not necessarily above, but within whatever your stop is of that swing low. So if I wanted to use a 3-point stop, and I have this swing low at 42.50, if I wanted to make my trade or my stop at 41.50 and have a 3-point stop, then essentially I'd have to be buying no higher than 44.50 in order to have that 3-point stop, which I could easily do anywhere around this area here. Now, certainly, if this is another swing point that I'm going to use here, price dips a little below, but it only dips by ticks. Yes, once again, I've got resistance here, but the fact that we broke above this, I guess you have to be assuming that we are trending now. We've broken out of this resistance, and sure enough, it just keeps going higher. Once again, if I just start marking and tracking the support levels, or the swing lows, I should say, we can see that price just keeps going higher until we finally get to this one here, breaks below, and oh, look at that. I didn't even know that this is in fact where price stopped as it was coming down again. So once again, perhaps this support level means something going into the rest of the afternoon. Anyway, so I just wanted to point out that if I was patient and I had my setups well understood, and I only took my trades at the key levels, then there was certainly lots of opportunity today. It's a hindsight chart, so I'll be the first to admit how difficult it is to derive any sort of confidence from seeing, wow, it works on a hindsight chart. But I guess the idea just is that once you see it enough on the hindsight chart and you know what to look for when you see it in real time, hopefully something clicks that tells you, yes, I should be buying right here on this little dip down because that swing low shouldn't break because I know that I'm in an uptrend down. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching this second video.